Live. Hopefully we're live. Are we live? I don't even know. Let's move this a little bit. I want people to be able to see you. Are we live?
Jeez, that was aggressive.
Are we live? I don't know how many people we're going to have up in here. Up in here.
Up in here.
Y'all going to make me lose my mind. We are. There's like 4 people in here. What's up, you 4 people?
Hey, everybody.
We're probably not going to have as many people as last time, but that's okay because we're on our legitimate channel. We're live on the Comic Stand.
Yep.
Instead of on my YouTube channel.
And if anything, it's just more intimate now. So
that's nice.
Why do you have to say it like that?
I don't know. What's up? ¿Cómo están? Bien, right? Bien, ¿y tú? I took like 5 years of Spanish, and I really need to do better at it. This episode just made me angry. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Oh no. I almost cried in the last episode when you found out that dude's son, but
maybe that's what's going to make you angry.
Maybe I'll be upset. Hey, how's everybody doing? Let us know if it's a little glitchy, if you can hear us really well, if the visuals are okay. Only second live stream, first on this channel. Mm-hmm. Is the Comic Stand open?
It is open.
Get the heck in here! Oh man, I answered correctly. Yes.
Good.
That's what's up.
Good.
You got a thumbs up. That's good. Hope you guys are doing well. So what we're gonna do here in a little bit, we'll probably go through and answer some questions about Marvel or anything superhero nerdy related, if you guys want. There's no end credit scene. Thank you, Abby, for letting us know ahead of time.
Thank you, Abby.
And then here in a little bit, we'll get started on the second episode. Obviously, if you guys have Disney Plus, feel free to log in. We're going to put a clock right up on here somewhere, and you'll be able to watch along with us. I'd love for you to just see it while we're saying it, but that's illegal. So we can't do that. And I apologize for that. You should make the live stream public so that people can have the rewatch your reaction if they cannot be here. Yeah, we're thinking about different things. I think for right now we are going to keep it public. So I think this will stay on the channel at least for now. Mm-hmm. Down the line, if we start a Patreon or whatever, if we have more content and it starts messing with our analytics, we don't know. But since we're just starting, why not leave it live? Why not? Jacob, quick, what's your favorite Marvel superhero? He has to know.
It's right now it's Captain America. Every time. He's a good character.
Steve Rogers, Captain America.
Yeah. Dude, his
White toast.
His story arc along with Iron Man's story arcs are the best one in the MCU so far.
Yeah, but he's just white toast.
He's more than that.
He's not.
He's white toast, but with all the fixings.
Which is what?
Peanut butter. He's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, you know what those fixings are, though? They're the other Avengers. Would you rather just have a piece of white toast, or would you rather have a jar of peanut butter like the Hulk? Let me know in the comments. Is Hulk a jar of peanut butter? That's what we just learned here.
So, Abby says, I'm sorry, Jacob, but he is kind of plain. Whatever.
Will, have you ever heard of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I have not, no.
What?
I have not.
You need to watch more Star Wars, my friend. Too. What's up, Will? How do you donate? So because this channel, for YouTube to monetize content, you have to have 10,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watched from your viewers. This channel does not have that yet. So we are not monetized. So you can't donate, unfortunately. Maybe we can find a workaround for now, but as of right now on this specific channel, there will not be any ads. There will not be any donations until we hit those marks. So hopefully if you guys share this with your friends, we'll be able to hit those marks sooner. Yeah. Are you excited to watch it? I'm nervous now because someone said that they got angry.
Yeah.
So now I'm nervous.
Sometimes getting angry is a good thing though,
True.
Keeps your mind going up until the next episode.
You're right.
So,
what are some expectations you have? What do you think this episode is going to show us?
I honestly have no idea. I mean, obviously, at the end of that last episode, we saw the new Captain America, who is obviously going to be not Winter Soldier, U.S. agent, right? And so I'm hoping that in this next episode, they dip a little bit more so into his character. I also hope that we finally see Bucky and Sam together because we didn't get that in the last episode.
Yeah, that's the one thing I definitely want. I just want to see a Bucky and Sam reunion. I don't know if it's going to be weird or if they're just going to be totally back to normal because this is. It's not far after the snap and everything, right?
I think it's 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months. So it's not like they haven't seen each other in years, like it's been months since I've seen some of my friends. So it could just go right back to being like totally normal, or it could be super awkward. I don't know. Will said, to be fair, white toast is still pretty tasty.
It is. Thank you.
You're right, but wouldn't you rather have like a breakfast burrito or like a full breakfast? That's what Iron Man and Spider-Man give you. Those are my favorites.
Wow.
Have you seen the Snyder Cut? We started watching it the other day, and we got through about, what did you say, like 45 minutes of it?
45 minutes to an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
We're still watching the assembling of all the characters.
Exactly. So we need to finish that. So far, it is factually better than the original Justice League so far. But that's still not saying much, at least in my opinion. Like, it's still okay. But it's definitely better.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that?
100%. Right off the bat, I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be fun. Whereas with the last one, right off the bat, I was like, I paid money for this. So
this person said, spoiler, Iron Man dies. How dare you?
Why would you?
Can you make a vid on your thoughts of the Snyder Cut? We will for sure make a video about like, maybe like what we liked better or worse than the original or something, comparing the two. We'll do something, I'm sure, but we have to finish it first.
Yeah. Got a couple of Instagram questions.
Of course, if you guys didn't know, @_ the comic stand _ is our Instagram. So me and Jacob both repost a lot of their stuff. So if you ever see something like that looks kind of comic booky, it's probably that Instagram page. So you should go over there and follow it if you're into this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and also, I mean, it's really good for updates because, like today, for example, we didn't announce that we were doing the watch party until today, and we announced that on Instagram. So when you follow us on Instagram, you have a better idea of when we're doing what we do. But also, we have you do things like ask us questions that we're going to answer in the live stream.
Sure.
So
we have 40 people in here. Thank you guys so much for dropping by.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's go over some questions.
Alrighty, so this first one is, I just saw it. Okay, this is from Leon216. He said, what are your views on the new crap cap, is what he said.
I'm calling him that from now on. Crap cap. I have two thoughts about it. If you will humor me here for a second.
Okay.
My first thought is that he's either going to be legitimately crazy and just beating the crap out of people and being a jerk and only caring about the fame and stuff of it, right? My second thought is that he's actually trying to be a good Captain America. He just can't be. You know, like I wouldn't mind seeing at the end of the series, like John Walker being fine, but recognizing that, you know what, this isn't my shield, Sam, this is yours.
Yes.
And I'm going to be US agent now and still be a good character. But that he like, I want him to like actually try to care about being a good Captain America, just with certain faults that Sam could better represent rather than him. I would love to see that, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they just went the route of he's just insane.
Right, which Marvel does have a tendency to do. They do change comic book characters a little bit. But what I will say is in the comics, he's not a bad guy. It's just that he's misled. He has a little bit of an anger issue, and there's one thing that he does that I don't want to give away just in case it happens in the series. And like some might even say that what he does is justified, but that it's just a little too extreme. Yeah. And so with that being said, you know, he gets the mantle taken away from him, and then it gets handed to somebody else. And I don't want to go too much into the plot line. I don't know how much I'm ruining because we haven't seen this episode. But ultimately, he works for bad people, but he himself is not a bad person. Yeah. And so I that's kind of what I expect to see from him. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if they go eventually in the MCU, if they go the Thunderbolts route, I wouldn't be shocked if he's like a part of that team. Right. But like in the comics, that team was a group of people who eventually wanted to be good. They wanted to be good people. They were just run by a bad person. And that's why they ended up being bad. We have people in the chat saying that they love your sweatshirt. And where did you get it? Oh, thank you. I actually got this from Target, believe it or not. Yeah, I saw this and I was immediately like, I don't care that I have no money in my bank account. I'm overdrafting. Fair enough. I also, people commenting on this shirt. This was a shirt that Jacob, Catherine, Hannah, and Woods went in on and got me for my birthday. And Jacob actually has this exact same shirt. So, I do. In fact, this is my shirt. Yeah, I only get to wear it on certain days of the week. Right. And this week happened to fall on Friday. But what's really cool about it is it looks like the old like Marvel versus Capcom video game art style. But if you look at the bottom, it also has Spider-Gwen on it and the new Captain Marvel. So it's kind of like a cross between old and new. It's very anime, which I like. Yes. Which, speaking of anime, I watched My Hero Academia. I know. I'm reading the My Hero Academia manga right now, and it is
nutso.
Really?
Yes. And so you need to watch it. Guys, have you seen My Hero Academia? And if so, what are your thoughts on it? It's not the best anime of all time, but I think Jacob would enjoy it because it's superheroes and it's still pretty good.
I probably would. It's also been a minute since I've watched anime. So
yeah, there you go.
You ready for another question?
Absolutely.
This is from J.M. Dwyer. He said, how do you think Miles Morales will come into the MCU?
I have a theory about this, actually.
Okay.
I don't think Miles Morales will technically be in the MCU.
Okay.
I think it will be a multiverse kind of situation. I think Sony will let Tom Holland stay in the MCU proper and let him go through his college years and even possibly past that if he's interested. And in team-ups, maybe Young Avengers or something like that, if there's a multiverse shenanigan, I could see Miles Morales coming over, but being this main Spider-Man in the future of the Sony Spider-Man movies, like Morbius and Venom and stuff like that. I could see him being kind of back and forth with Tom Holland staying in the MCU and Miles Morales kind of going maybe back and forth. Also, if he was in the Young Avengers, that'd be great, but I don't know if they're going to do it that quickly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I think I agree with you. I mean, they could totally surprise us and keep him in the MCU, but Sony does say that they have plans for their own like Spider-Man type of thing. And it sounds like that's probably the way that they're going to go, is making him their main Spider-Man. With that being said, though, I would love to watch him fight alongside the Avengers. And I actually think that his introduction might be in the next Spider-Man movie, if it's an actual multiverse. I mean,
well, actually, we do know he exists in the MCU because it was mentioned. So maybe he will. I don't know. Also, CJ is, I think, in the chat. CJ's all like, there's always one person that has a very similar username to CJ, and it's like one.siege, and his is like one siege. So I believe that is the real CJ. And thank you so much for dropping by, my guy. He said pretty cute, which I agree with.
Thanks, CJ.
I miss you, dude. I legitimately miss you. And we need to like get together, at least catch up. If not, do some videos or something, my guy. My guy. He said, no, I'm not. I don't know whether that's sarcasm.
No, you're not doing a video with him. What do you mean?
Yeah, season 5, My Hero Academia, coming up this weekend or next weekend, something like that. CJ, if that is you, I believe it is. Have you seen My Hero Academia? Is that something that I know you've seen, like, Hunter x Hunter and all these things, but I think Jacob should watch that because he likes superheroes and I think he'd like it, but I don't know. Is I know the crash down.
You know what? We got a lot of questions, but all of them are basically, what do you think of the new Cap? What did you think of the last episode?
And I hate all of it.
Yeah.
There was someone in this chat actually that said that there was actually moments in this episode that he didn't like.
Oh, okay.
So I'm interested to see what those could be.
Okay.
I'm interested to see if they go the route of, if you guys haven't seen our top 5 things that we want out of the series, we do have this on this channel. You can go check that out after this or right now. I don't care. But one of the things I didn't mention in that is I really want them to get into the more serious, like, racial aspects of the show. And so I'm curious on if they're going to do that, if people are going to feel uneasy about it. And if they do feel uneasy about it, maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't know. So maybe that's it. Maybe it's something else. But we'll see. No super chat. Yeah, sorry, Prangle. I want to call you Prangs. Is that weird? Prangs. Yeah, this channel's not monetized yet, so we're just here having fun,
Can we rank all 23 Marvel movies? Well, we have a surprise for you.
We do have that, and it is just a monster of a file that I need to edit still. Also, CJ's message got returned. I don't know why. CJ, I don't know why that message got deleted. I have no idea. I haven't even looked at the settings of this channel too much. I didn't even know we couldn't live stream last week on this channel until we tried. B-movie watch party?
Absolutely. Wait, what were we talking about before this that we should do? Oh, not Sandlot, but Sandlot would be awesome too.
Oh, Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks. Would you guys watch a Mighty Ducks watch party?
Oh, gosh. The episode is okay, says the Iron Warrior.
I will say IGN gave it an 8 out of 10. So that's making me feel kind of good about it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't know. Like, it's very, I think it might, some people might not like it as much because of what WandaVision provided. I don't know if WandaVision is going to be a better show than Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I think WandaVision had more twists and turns and, like, kept you guessing.
Right.
Whereas in this, I feel like is much more of just like we're going to just fight people and it's going to be kind of spy-ish and we want to see the story of Sam Wilson, right?
See, I eat that up though. I love an action flick.
Oh yeah. I think I'm going to enjoy this over the broad span of the show more than WandaVision, but I see if some people getting let down by it because it isn't as stuck in your mind as WandaVision is. Like I wasn't, after we watched the last episode, I didn't sit there like thinking about, okay, what's going to happen next? But I did that with WandaVision every time.
Yeah. Well, because we had more to theorize about. Because we were like, oh, is Evan Peters coming as like the real Quicksilver and stuff like that?
So they won't have this kind of stuff in this, but it's still very enjoyable, at least so far for me. That's what I would think. But you think you're ready?
I am ready.
2:15.
I've been ready.
All right, guys. So this is the moment. We're going to watch it. Now, I wish I could show you what we're watching. It is illegal. We cannot do that. So if you guys have Disney Plus, feel free to log into your account, click on episode 2, and we're going to put like a time up so you can keep track of our time code if we need to pause it for any reason. And you won't be able to, we have headphones, so you won't be able to hear the episode either. I don't want to get copyright struck before this channel is even monetized. I don't want to get this channel taken down before we even get started. So because of that, like I said, we're going to be, oh, look, that's freaking perfect.
Yeah, it is.
So you're going to have to open it up in another tab and watch it with us. And then obviously, if you guys aren't necessarily interested in that, that's totally okay. We won't be offended, but feel free to stick around, and then we'll talk about the episode afterwards. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Did I do my spiel correctly? I think I might have.
You missed a few things, but it's okay.
I always miss a few things, but not a lot, just like 3. Isn't it weird that like couple means 2, few means 3, and there's not any numbers after that?
I feel like anything 3 or more.
Wait,
what time does it stop?
Yeah, when does it stop being few and it becomes a lot or too many?
That's like that argument of when does a pile of sand become a heap of sand? At what grain?
When does a pile of sand become a beach?
That's a great question.
Is a sandbox just a mini beach? I don't know. Post in the comments.
Or a big beach for like ants,
Or is it acting like a beach? Get it? Just kidding, guys. No worries.
It's a play on words.
I don't want to knock your computer over. There we go. This is fine. Cool. Cool. So yeah, like I said, you're not gonna be able to hear or see anything. I'm sorry if that's a little frustrating or not that interesting to you. Feel free to stick around if it is and watch it with us. If not, we will not be offended. We're just now starting this out. We're doing something new. And so give us feedback on this. Would you rather us show clips of it, but have it be a clip show instead of a live stream? Would you rather us, pause the live stream every like 5 or 10 minutes and talk about things? I don't know. Let us know. I don't want to talk too much over things that are happening. So there might be some good points where there's a little bit of silence, but that's kind of the point. So are you guys ready? Wait, no, pause it. We have to get the exact moment.
All right.
He almost messed up, guys. All right.
Count down since you got your finger.
Is everyone opening Disney Plus? Zeta's gonna vibe with the chat. Thanks, Zeta. Let me know if anything goes crazy with the chat because we're about to start watching. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We got it. All right, here we go, guys.
Minutes.
Hope you guys are ready.
That really means 40 minutes with the credits.
Oh, absolutely. Previously on. Mm-hmm. It's so I'm not looking forward to that moment. Here we go. Here we go.
It's just this for 50 minutes.
Yeah. It's just a zipper. Who is that? Oh.
I wonder if that's Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like a good guy.
I'm happy they casted him. He's a great actor.
Yeah. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little creepy.
I know.
Okay. Oh.
No, maybe I was wrong.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, see, he's a good guy.
He's also just a jock. Ugh.
Ugh. Wait, I was a jock. Never mind.
Disgusting. That's cute. They're gonna make me like John Walker. Hoskins. That's Battlestar.
Oh, he ends up becoming like his
head
basically,
kick.
yeah. Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering if this was a flashback or what. Oh, this is going to be from the preview. Him running out on the football field.
I think literally all the trailers we saw are going to be the first 2 episodes, and that's it.
If it's like WandaVision, yeah.
I don't like the new suit, although it is almost exactly like the U.S. agent suit.
Yes.
And so that makes me think if he gives up the shield near the end, they could just paint the blue black, and he could still be U.S. agent and have the exact same suit.
Yeah, I hope that's what they do.
I'm sorry, I love marching band. I was in the drum line. It just gets me hyped. It gets me so hyped. I miss playing snare, dude. Oh my god. Band kids for life, dude. Facts. Oh, it's the Captain America theme. Heck yeah. That's dope.
Look at him go.
I love marching band, and I always will. I really like the intro to this episode.
Yep.
Really humanizes him. I might be yelling. I'm sorry.
You're good. Already have action figures? Okay, so how long has he been Captain
This
America?
has to.
for at
Well,
this point?
he's had to have been like. This has to be like a month after, I guess, maybe,
Right.
because they just announced it in the last episode.
Right.
But it is the government, so they might have had those things ready and then released it immediately after that.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's what
So this could be
Marvel
like
does.
literally the next week or two.
They got to do something about his ears sticking out like that.
I know.
Push him in.
Did he just say, "Good morning, it's dark outside"? What?
That's his first.
Oh, it's
character. Oh, okay.
That's why. I was like, what? It's night outside.
His weakness. He never knows what time of day it is. See, he's just a symbol more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go. Oh, cool. Okay. Wow.
Whoa.
Dang. Name drops.
I know. That's what Steve Rogers had.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like him so much.
Oh, they're going to be pissed. Ugh. I hate that. Even though I never met him, feels like a brother. That's going to piss Bucky off majorly.
Did you notice Bucky had nothing in his house? He
Yeah,
had a
like
table.
that
was it.
Well, it's kind of like the whole thing that they talked about with the bed being like a marshmallow.
Mm.
That's probably why.
It's your fault.
Oh, okay. We saw this in the extended clip.
Mm-hmm. It's an argument we would
Facts,
have.
yeah, 100%.
Honestly.
Sorcerer is a wizard without a hat. He does have a staring problem.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, and this is the scene we saw them in the plane. We're getting most of the trailer stuff in these first 2 episodes, which I really like.
Yeah, me too. I hate knowing everything about the project before watching it.
Although I'd still bet that the scene of them throwing the shield around might be at the end of the series.
I would suspect so.
Yeah.
Obviously, after he gets the shield back.
Exactly. It's like they're always competing. I love it. Steve had a plan. He's gonna just jump out? You couldn't pay me money. Are you kidding?
I thought it was going to be like water or something.
Yeah. There's no way.
He's just going to land on his arm.
What?
Why rip the sleeve off? That's what I want to know.
This is what we call toxic masculinity, folks. I have to show off.
First, he had to make his shirt a cutoff.
Yeah. Oh god.
That was great.
That was awesome. He jumped out. I have to too. I just have an arm. We saw this in the trailer as well.
Did we?
Yeah, this is the moment where they like run out and he flies out. Like it was in those doors.
Oh, gotcha.
I think. I might be wrong, but it seems like the same location. He's gonna break that one of these days.
He's gonna end up befriending it by the end.
Like Red Wing helps him out.
Yeah. That arm is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just watched. They're in the warehouse right now in this time code.
I mean,
Hmm.
he is. That drone is so cool.
Yeah, that's honestly cooler than a lot of Iron Man tech.
Yeah. I'm so glad they re-referenced that.
Yeah, White Wolf. Sam goes, huh? Like it's legitimate.
Yeah. I love that he called him White Panther first.
Yeah.
So.
Facts. Five.
Nobody sees them.
Mm-mm. You just drop something. You would go check that out.
Yep.
You wouldn't just turn back around.
Classic henchman mentality. That's why they never win.
Are we going to see the top of the truck fight scene already? I thought that would be near the end.
No, this makes sense.
This was from this is what I was talking about with the trailer. Wow, they're showing everything. Oh my gosh, go off, Bucky.
They've never shown him like
no, they haven't. Just Captain America.
But he basically has the same serum.
He is Captain America, just with a metal arm and a messed up mind.
Right. Oh, she's from the trailer.
Yep. Isn't she like? I guess we'll see. I don't think she's a hostage, my guy.
She's gonna mess him up.
She's gonna kick the crap out of him. See ya. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That devious smile that she gave first, they planned that.
They had to have.
I mean, they were already on top of the truck.
Do you think they are super soldiers or mutants?
They're one of them.
They have to be one of them. I mean, they're leaping and punching like crazy.
The fact that they all have the same powers leads me to believe super soldier.
That's what I would think too.
Oh.
You don't do that.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Screwed now. Ooh, that was a good
nice.
kick.
But Sam, you're not a super soldier, my guy.
He doesn't need to be. He's got the technique.
The fact that they're holding Bucky back means they also have to be just as his level, right?
Right. Nice.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Where did he come from?
Okay. I did not expect Captain America to show up in this. Or I guess John Walker. Huh. And Battlestar. Look at that.
Yep.
Interesting.
Heck yeah.
Ew.
of Captain America. That just made me mad.
Yeah, I hated that.
Maybe that's why so many people.
Oh, Bucky just caught the shield and gave it back to him. I don't know if that's like that was just kind of interesting.
Interesting stylistic
Choice. Yeah.
Oh, this is.
Yep. We saw a lot of this in the trailers.
Oh, his head. Watch your head.
Oh my gosh. That's vibranium, my dude.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh. These have to be some kind of super soldier or something.
Oh, that was so sick.
That was cool. It's almost like you hear Falcon like Hawk screeching kind of things in his music, like at times. Like
really?
I don't know. Maybe I'm catching something weird.
I just haven't been paying attention.
That is something that Captain America would not do, is shoot people.
Yep. He wasn't even equipped with a gun.
Nope.
Hell yeah.
Could have used that shield. Yep. All right. So let's see what you got, John.
Oh,
nice. That was dope.
That was
awesome. Sick.
It's me whenever I go sledding.
Is John technically did he take the serum?
They haven't specified yet.
I want to say that he hasn't.
Let's find out.
Jeez.
Someone was just casually driving behind them.
Yeah. Yeah, if you saw that, you wouldn't be like, just on my normal drive. Like, you'd peel off.
Yeah.
Yo, funeral for Red Wing or not?
He's trying to be a good guy.
He is, but it's also like I care more about Sam and Bucky, so
Sam's gonna go to like him.
it's true.
Mm. So he didn't take it.
Yeah. When they were messing with the red, yeah.
Yep. Called that one.
He just goes, I'm kind of the government. Battlestar.
It's very rare that they name drop their actual comic book names.
Exactly. Like, no one calls him the Winter Soldier. They just say Bucky.
Right.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay. He's not gonna be your wingman. He gave you the shield, basically. What are you talking about?
Yeah, if anything, it'd be the other way around.
Yeah.
This is a good episode so far.
Yeah,
I'm really enjoying it.
I really like how they're humanizing John Walker, and he seems like he's just trying to do a good job. And I get why Bucky and Sam don't like him, but he's just trying to do a good job.
Right.
You know?
Yep. Or so we think.
So we think.
I have a couple theories in my head still. Discuss after.
Is one of them that he might be one of the leader of the Flag Smashers or something?
Or that he has some part in controlling them, because in the comics, kind of like Homelander and the boys, he's picky about his battles. It's all about his image.
Chicken liver. So there are people who agree with him. Is she the leader?
Seems like it. Or at least, like, the face. Took what was mine. I'm going to find you
and kill you. What if that was John Walker?
Could have been.
Oh!
Morgenthau?
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cool that they did it that way. Huh. So the original Flag Smasher was an actual character, not a group of people in the comics, and his name was Carl Morgenthau.
Okay.
So she is
Carl.
She's just that character. So she is the Flag Smasher from the comics, but in this story, she's a leader of a group called the Flag Smashers. That's so cool how they did that. I like that. I believe that's correct. Let me know if it's not. I believe that's correct.
Why not?
What? Oh. Civil War. You're correct. Cool.
What did you get?
Yeah, what do you have? Gives him a serum.
Maybe.
If they do Isaiah Bradley in this episode, I'm going to lose my mind.
Oh, I thought he was going to be like, let's go find Old Man Cap. But that'd be
it could be that too.
But you could be, you're totally right.
Oh my gosh, totally they're actually doing the Bradleys. Wow.
Or his grandson, at the very least, right?
Eli, yeah.
What? I love him.
Oh gosh. They're really dipping into the racial stuff though, which I love.
Yeah.
Wow, they're doing the Bradleys. I cannot believe that.
So that's more proof for Young Avengers.
Oh my gosh.
That's the case.
That and like they're gonna dive deep into like the history of how tragic Captain America actually is.
Right. That's got to be him, right?
That's gotta be Eli.
Isaiah, or yeah, Eli.
I like how they're keeping Eli behind a screen just in case they might have to recast him for Young Avengers, maybe.
I mean, that's what they did with Haley Steinfeld recently, right?
During the Korean War, so not World War II or World War whatever it was. Korean War. Okay.
Makes sense.
A forgotten war for a forgotten Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be intense. I have a feeling. Yep. Huh. Wow. Jeez.
I hope we get some flashbacks of him younger.
Yeah. Holy crap. Wow. Dang, dude, that's
You called that one.
intense, though. Oh my gosh. God, oh God, I hate it. I am so happy that they're doing this because this needs to be talked about, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, that's messed up. That is crazy. He has been through enough. That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was really intense. That was really intense. Thank you, Disney, for not being scared to talk about those kind of things. Good Lord. That is nuts. I hope we go back to Isaiah Bradley, though. Like, I hope that's not the last we see of him.
There's no way that was.
He looks like he can still mess some people up, dude. He threw that thing so freaking hard.
It might be a couple episodes, but they're not just going to show him
and then just be done with it.
Genuinely, though, I hope we get flashbacks.
Yeah.
Of him in the war.
Yeah. Therapy, maybe. Yep. He's trying.
Maybe.
Oh, someone just said the. Oh, I thought they said the list. Never mind. I'd say, he could be a part of his list, Isaiah Bradley. Here we go. Therapy scene. Let's go. I wonder if they'll air it out here. Just be done with it. Facts. You're just a couple. We're locked in now, is what he said. Classic. Bucky won. Dang. Dang. Well. I mean, Bucky was open and honest.
Yep.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay.
See, and that in the comics is what ends up being his problem is he's emotional,
Yeah.
to the point that it gets him in trouble.
Huh. That was not at all what I was expecting.
Hmm.
I mean, he was a good guy for the entire thing until that moment. You're like, what the?
Mm-hmm.
What? Did they just drop the power broker?
Oh, that's what they said.
What? That's wild. The power broker is this guy who experimented on humans and like tried to give them superpowers and stuff in the comics. He's what gave, I believe, the second Falcon in the comics his powers to like talk to birds and crap like that, I think, or something. He basically experiments on humans, I think.
Gotcha.
I wonder if he like gave them the super soldier serum and they escaped or something. That's so crazy. That's not going to work out. Wow.
So
So they go to him.
Yeah. I just called him BMO. Like from Adventure Time?
BMO.
Baron Zemo.
What if they bring Zemo out?
They're going to.
Or is he already broken out from the blip? Is he still in jail or and they somehow get him out of jail, or is he escaped already? That's my question.
Mm-hmm. Oh no,
I guess he's still in jail. That's dope. Heck yeah. Okay.
That was a great episode.
That was a great episode. I really enjoyed that episode. I think they said there was no after credit scene.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that was a great episode. A couple things we can obviously talk about, but yeah, guys, did you guys get to watch it with us? What did you guys think about it? Let us know. That was fun. What were your thoughts? First thoughts of it?
I honestly enjoyed everything about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely a little bit slower than the first episode, but that first episode's hard to beat because it was so high octane, you know?
Yeah.
This one was very much so setting up the relationship, obviously, not only between Bucky and Sam, but with Walker as well. I really like that. I ate that up.
I'm really excited. I know we talked about it in our things that we want, and so obviously I would want it because I wanted it then. I'm really excited that they are pushing the racial aspect of it, just because there's so many bad things about Captain America's history that should come to light, like through the TV show in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, like we know because we read the comic books, but like, or we've seen the comics, but yeah, they like experimented on a lot of African Americans to like give them the super soldier serum and put them in bad spots, like almost like use them as, you know, scouts basically, which is what Isaiah said. He's like, they dropped me behind enemy lines to deal with you. They probably didn't care what happened to him, you know, like I really hope we see more of Isaiah Bradley because I think his story needs to be told more than it just did. Obviously, it is very interesting that Bucky and Sam could just go separate ways. Theoretically, like it seems like they legitimately don't like each other.
Yeah, I don't know though. I think that'll change.
I think it will too. I mean, we saw in the trailers that at one point they like, they had the hand thing. So like, but I do want to know more about. I wanted Sam to give me more in that therapy scene because Bucky opened up, which what Bucky said was the best line so far in the series. I think, which is like, if he was wrong about you, then he was wrong about me. Like that says a lot because I'm sure Bucky in his mind is like, I don't deserve to be alive. I don't deserve to be good, anything because of all the crap I've done. But Steve believed in me. And he also believed in you. And if you're turning on that, then what does that say about me? You know, like, so I loved that line, but Sam didn't really give anything back. He was just like, I thought what I did was right and I'm leaving now.
Yeah. He didn't explain what right was. And I'm sure that's intentional. They're going to explain it in a future episode. He's going to explain why he didn't want the shield. And then he's going to end up taking it because he's going to realize that he is worth it.
Well, that and like maybe for Sam, it's not necessarily a matter of worthiness because I think for him, it was like, no one can be Steve Rogers, you know? But I think for him, like he talked about the symbol, it's all about the people lifting that symbol up in the first episode. I think for him, I think what he's going to recognize is that it's not an egotistical thing about him becoming the symbol. It's so many people need him to be the symbol. And unfortunately, sometimes you get this thing that you don't think either you deserve or you don't want to hold up, but it's your responsibility to hold it up. And I think for him, for like, you know, depending on how deeper they go into the African-American community and stuff like this, like he needs to be that symbol, you know, especially in the times that we're in. So like, I think it's really sick. I hope that's the way they go with it. It's obviously stuff that needs to be talked about, but man, that was an intense episode. So wow.
After watching this episode, has your perception of Walker changed at all, or is it still roughly where it was?
I think I had like two thoughts of either he's going to be insane or he's going to try to do his best. I was more so leaning like the route of like, he's just going to be an egotistical jerk. In my head, I was like, I think that would be the easy route for them to go because it's an easy person for you to hate, an easy enemy, right? I do really like that they're trying to make him like, you know, he's just trying to do the best he can, you know? And I mean, you can see in the visuals, I think, like you can tell that his costume looks like US Agent's costume. Like theoretically, all they had to do is make it black and he doesn't have to be Captain America anymore. Like you can see the visuals leading up to it, but I do like that they're going the route of he's just like he got thrusted this upon. It's not like he chose. They tested him out. He went through all that and they gave it to him. It's not like he like I don't think he like wrote his name down as a possibility and like applied for it. They probably just picked him out. Like he won 3 Medals of Honor? Is that what
Something
they said?
like that.
That's nuts. Like he's obviously a good person, like a good soldier, you know. But you know who he reminds me of?
Who?
The guy who they wanted to give the super soldier serum in Captain America: First Avenger. The dude that they were like, why don't you pick this guy? He's tested off the charts and all these things. And then they turn to Steve. They toss out the grenade. He runs away and Steve jumps on it. He reminds me of that kind of character. He's got all the physical specimen down. He can throw the crap out of the shield. We saw that, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he has the super soldier serum yet, if he even gets it at all. But he obviously is a good soldier. But does that mean he's a good Captain America? I think that's what they did in the first Avenger, and the answer was no, you know?
Yeah. I've been thinking the whole time that they were pretty much just going to follow the comics with Walker's storyline, but they're already changing a bunch of things. For example, I'm pretty sure that in the comics, he wanted to be a hero, but he never quite got there. And then he ended up becoming a professional wrestler. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
He ended up becoming a professional wrestler specifically within like this subdivision of wrestling where it was all superhumans basically fighting each other. And then from there, they were like, oh, we like this guy. He fits the build. Let's make him Captain America. And then from there, you know, he's kind of led by shadow figures who are badder than he would like to think. Yeah. You know, or than he does think rather. And then that's where he ends up taking a turn for the worse. So once again, don't want to give too much away if that stuff even happens. Yeah. But
yeah, that was sick. Someone says still hating the small episodes. I mean, yeah, I like obviously you'd like for this to be a movie, but like at the same time, it's how much what's the time on this right now since it just started credits?
This is 43 minutes.
So right now we just got an hour and a half. That's half a movie. So we're getting a whole movie plus 2 more episodes time-wise. So technically, like if you wanted to wait, 5-6 weeks and just watch it all at once, you're getting a whole movie and a half. So yeah, obviously like smaller episodes kind of suck, but at the same time, we're still getting more content than we would have if it was a movie.
Yeah. Plus I like it because I'm hyped on it for a longer period of time. You know, I'm constantly thinking every single week, ooh, what's going to happen? I don't really get that with a movie.
Yeah. I'm reading up some of the comments. Did anyone else like the "does that make you the black kid" joke? I understand issues with it, but I still think it was a good comeback.
Well, I thought it was very funny.
Yeah, I think the reason Sam said that was kind of the concept of like why do I have to be Black Falcon just because I'm black?
Exactly.
You know, so that was the retort behind it. Sam didn't obviously mean anything weird behind it. It was just like him kind of teaching a kid a lesson and making a point that like, hey, the color of your skin doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
Like that's why I think it was actually a very good comeback, because like that's kind of the point. Like the color shouldn't matter. Yeah. Very different take from the comics where U.S. Agent becomes Cap by tricking the public to take his position. Yeah. I think that's the good part about the MCU is that they can take, like, for instance, right? The Carly Morgenthau, however you say her name. In the comics, it's a guy named Carl who is just the Flag Smasher, and his goal is to have one world order, basically. But, like, I love how the MCU takes those things, and it's like, you know what? It doesn't always have to be one person. Like, this sounds like a cult. Let's make it a cult. Right. And I love that they changed it to, a female character, too, because, like, that is something that like you go into that moment thinking, oh, that's like someone that hostage, and then she ends up being the leader. But also, that's one thing about the comics. Like obviously they're all basing these off the comics, but all of the original comics that had these characters were all just white guys for the most part. So it's really cool to have them kind of change and put their own dynamic on a lot of it. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions about the episode or anything that you might need help clarifying? We don't know everything, but yeah, how's our day? Our day's great. I enjoyed the episode. After this, we're going to film a really dope video that I think we're both excited. Should we give them a taste of what we're filming or?
Yeah. Also maybe a taste of what's coming out this coming week as well.
True. Yeah. So last week we filmed a video all about, should we tell them what it is?
I don't think we should. All I have to say is it's like two totally different nerdy universes coming together into one, and I love it.
Don't think just like Avengers and X-Men. No. It's like think Marvel, and then think a completely different cinematic universe.
Like not even DC.
Not even
that.
superheroes. Just think of a different, like nerdy kind of universe and then smashing the two together. We filmed that last week. Today, what we're doing is smashing together the Marvel universe with
something else.
With a sitcom.
Okay.
I'll say that.
That's enough.
Marvel with a sitcom. So like we're what we want to do with this channel is obviously there's a lot of channels out there that do like theories and news alerts. And to be honest with you guys, we don't have a ton of time to bring those videos out on a consistent basis like they do. So we're really trying to work in this not timely, comedic, creative content all around this stuff. What are things that other people aren't doing? And so we're going to film that after that. And I think it's going to be hilarious. I think you guys are loving it, or going to love it. We're obviously going to do like what we talked about, like multiverses, like different superheroes versus each other, or like diving deep into the mythology of a superhero, or giving you guys like a quick 5 to 10 minute rundown of a superhero from the comics so you can be prepared when you see a next show. Like we're still going to do those videos. But we also want to do these 10 to 15 minute, however long videos about something super creative that you don't really see on a normal basis.
In our opinion, in terms of like Marvel news and theories and stuff like that, there's already kind of enough out there. And it's not that we don't want to do that kind of stuff, because we are in our own way. But mostly what we want to focus on is like the entertainment aspect, the community, maybe. We just want to give you guys something different than what's already incredibly saturated in this market.
Exactly. It's like if we don't have the timeliness and the insiders to like give you the latest leaks or the latest information. So if we try to give you those things, you might as well just watch like Cosmic Wonder or New Rock Stars or something like that. So what do we have that's different than what they have, And I think we can bring the funny, if you will. Anna says, "Hey, I'm new. My friend recommended you guys to me, and y'all are really funny." Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We just now started. Obviously, like I have a lot of experience with like the YouTube side of things. Jacob, if you guys don't know, is Catherine's husband, and she has a lot of experience with the YouTube side of things. So we do know theoretically like what we're doing with this kind of stuff. But this channel specifically is the first time any of us have done something brand spanking new out of our own creative minds. So if you guys have any, I'm glad that you enjoy it, but if you guys have any suggestions or anything, we're all ears, because we've never done anything this brand new, this niche before.
And with the type of channel that we're doing, also, nothing is too wacky.
Exactly. You'll see in the next couple of weeks.
Possibilities. Yeah. So if you guys have any ideas, man, comment on our videos and tell us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or follow us on Instagram and send us a message. True.
Absolutely. We're going to like probably more of the like breaking news things we'll do on our Instagram @_the_comic_stand_. And I think we both want to down the line have a, more content that we give to you guys every single week. We'd love to have a podcast that we talk about the latest leaks and news, or we'd love to even have some of those like really quick breaking news moment videos, but we just aren't at that stable of an area to do that yet.
Especially because this can't be our main focus right now, but that doesn't mean that we don't want it to be. We want to make this our main focus. It's just that we have to take certain steps to get there. So you never know. Right now we're releasing on average 1 video and 1 watch party a week, but I would love to do 2 or 3.
Dude, I'd love to do daily videos in the future. You can make like, out of all the channels that we are a part of, being like, I haven't posted on my channel in like 2 months. Let's not even, I don't have a lot of time. But like even Catherine's vlog channel, other stuff we're talking about with Catherine, like all that kind of stuff. Like this is the one channel that I can legitimately see starting like a company, like starting like a legitimate brand. And I would love nothing more than to be like, okay, sorry, Kat, I can't edit your videos anymore because the Comic Stand is making more money and we're in here and like we got to make more videos, like that kind of stuff. We would absolutely love to do that. Eventually, we might even look into making a Patreon, so that way it can help us get to that point. But we both are fully on board with making this a legitimate thing. And so I hope you guys enjoy the types of videos we're doing, because they are different. And I can't wait.
Yeah. So. And honestly, like what you guys have seen so far, I mean, we had fun filming those, but the ideas that we have for the future, I'm just so excited. Like I can't even really express how excited I am to show you guys what we have, particularly this new video with the style and the way that we're editing it. And, with our new set and everything, we technically haven't released a video with the new set yet. I'm just so excited.
Yeah. It's like the original videos we did, the first 2 videos we did were like easy videos that you kind of got a taste of like how our personalities are, you know, like the comedic editing that Jacob did was fantastic. So like, and yeah, if you guys don't know, most of the editing through this channel has actually been Jacob's. So obviously, if you guys hate it, let him know. I'm kidding. He's been doing a fantastic job. So, and the set looks dope too. Jacob had a huge part in this. I helped like 5%. So, so yeah, we would love to like make this broader. And I think that a lot of what we're doing is going to show that. And I think a lot of what we're doing is going to help us get to that rather than just be like, okay, what's your favorite moment from the episode? Like everyone does that, you know? So let's do something a little bit different. That's what I think. Yes. Yes.
Guten Arbeit, Jacob. Dankeschön.
Really?
Yeah.
German?
Yeah.
Huh.
He said, good job or good work.
I don't know German. See, I know more Spanish, you know more German, and together. It's too perfect. Did we watch Zack Snyder's Justice League? It's 4 hours long. We only watched almost an hour of it. We still have to finish that. And we haven't seen the Suicide Squad trailer that came out earlier today. Should we watch it right now?
Yeah.
Let's watch it. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched the Suicide Squad trailer, we're gonna watch it real quick and give you guys our feedback.
I did YouTube.
You type what we say.
Do we need to wear headphones for this, or can we just?
I mean, you can theoretically play it out loud, but like,
better not. I guess.
I don't think it's gonna get taken down or anything. Yes, this video will be staying public, at least for now, because we don't have a lot of content on our channel. We need a library of content. That's just how YouTube works.
All right, Suicide Squad new trailer.
Let's watch.
I really hope that this movie is leaps and bounds better than the last one.
Yeah.
You say you didn't see the last one?
I would expect that it would be just because of who's in charge of it this time. But
it's James Gunn, right?
Yeah. So I'd expect that it would be better. I didn't see the original one, to be honest with you.
You don't have to.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's why I never watched it. But I guess I should now because we're doing this channel.
Good point. Yeah, John Cena. Wait, where is he?
Huh.
This already looks like it's going to be better. Oh, that was cool.
I forgot he was in this.
Oh. What?
Yeah, like Weasel or whatever his name is. That's how it was in the comics, right?
I'm not too familiar.
Like they had
that.
like chips in their brains that like if they like went out of line, they can kill them.
Oh, that's what that was. Yes, you're correct. Oh, he's back. Okay.
Pib extra. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that was too cool. Polka dot guy, or man, or whatever.
Yeah. Peter Capaldi. I love Peter Capaldi.
Wow. Whoa.
Whoa! They went that direction. Huh.
That
Wow,
looks
they went
awesome.
what are those called again? The starfish? I forgot what they're called, but they're basically like, you remember in Rick and Morty where they had those face hugger things?
Yeah.
Basically that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that looks fantastic.
That
honestly
was good. Yeah. I expect nothing less from James Gunn. He's a great video producer and director.
Well, he did
Guardians
of the Galaxy.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
if he can do a Guardians of the Galaxy, surely he can do Suicide Squad.
So is this like in the same universe, or is this like a reboot?
I think this is like a sequel, but it's also technically a soft reboot.
Okay.
So I don't think they're going to completely ignore what happened in the first movie, but I think they're going to as much as they can. That's how it seems.
Did they recast anyone?
No. Not that I was able to tell.
I mean, I know Will Smith isn't in this, but
yeah, the only two people that I recognized from the first one were Harley Quinn and what's his name, Captain Boomerang. I could have missed somebody else, but those are the only two people I recognized from the first movie.
Very interesting. So yeah, that looks interesting. I really hope DC fixes their crap. Like
that's the thing. They know how to do a good job when you look at movies like, the Dark Knight series and the Joker, and even the first Wonder Woman movie. 84 was okay.
84, honestly, like it was okay based on the idea that other movies in the DC universe weren't good. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're good.
So that's why to me it's like okay.
Yeah.
It's like if the DC movies were good, then 84 wouldn't be good, but it is good because the others were crap.
In my opinion, DC does a good job when they're not trying to do what Marvel does. They just need to focus on doing their own thing,
Mm-hmm.
So, and the issue with the first Suicide Squad movie was that they didn't give any individual character enough attention. And it seems like in this movie, they're not going to make that same mistake.
Yeah. Don't the Starros control people? Yeah, that's what they're called, right? Starros?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they do in the comics, right? I'm so much more well-versed in Marvel comics than I am in DC comics, outside of Batman. Batman I know a lot about, but I never got into Superman, Aquaman, any of that stuff. So I know a little bit about Justice League, and I know a lot about Batman, and then I know a lot about Marvel in general. And so the Starros and that kind of stuff, I'm not too familiar with. I need to do a better job of that, obviously, now, since this is kind of going to be our job.
I just saw somebody say that Starro was the first villain in Justice League. I saw that somewhere.
Oh, really?
Something I didn't know.
DC can be good. Yeah, DC can be good.
Yeah.
They've been good in the past. I still think the best action movie of all time, not superhero movie, I think that's Endgame because it's much more superhero-like.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best action movie of all time is The Dark Knight.
Yep.
And the only reason I don't say that's the best superhero film is because Endgame just has more superhero comic-y aspects to it that Dark Knight doesn't. But I think the best hero adaptation for the real world, if it was real, and the best action movie of all time is The Dark Knight. So the DC can do good in the past. And we'll see if they can continue to do good with the new Robert Pattinson Batmans that are coming out. We already talked about a little bit that, the 1 hour we saw of the Zack Snyder Justice League was already better, at least, Obviously, we're going to have Black Adam. We're going to have Shazam 2. So they have opportunities. Mm-hmm. We'll see if they, actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't blame DC for Warner Brothers' lack of care for the stories.
Well, you know what I will say about the Snyder Cut? I read this somewhere that I don't think Snyder got really paid much for finishing this movie. And I think that that's one of the reasons why this movie is supposedly better than the last one. Or any of the other DC movies for that matter. He explained that it was because he was basically doing what he was doing for free, so he was able to do whatever they want. And if anybody tried to tell him to do differently, any of the bigwigs, it could be like, you guys aren't paying me, so you could lose me if you want, but then you're going to lose a lot of money. Yeah. So they basically just let him do his thing with this cut. Supposedly that's why it's so much better.
And this person made a great point of DC Comics slaps and outsells Marvel a lot. Yeah, Batman, Superman, they're always going to be bigger characters than Iron Man. It's just if you told someone you have to name the most popular superhero of all time, and if you get it wrong, you die. Most people would probably lean towards Superman, Batman type of hero. They wouldn't say Captain America. They wouldn't say Iron Man. I don't think. Maybe now, little kids who grew up on the MCU maybe would, but people our age and older, they would say Superman or Batman. And so absolutely DC Comics is a big deal. And I do think there is a lot to say. That's why Kevin Feige is such a big deal for Marvel, because Kevin Feige grew up a fan of the comics. He grew up a fan of the stories. He worked on the first X-Men movie that came out in like 2001, something like that.
Yep.
He was like assistant producer or associate producer or something, I think, on that. And like he like really grew up with the Marvel stuff before he actually got his hands and was able to create something absolutely incredible. And it's because he's a huge fan.
Yep.
And he has now that he has like a high seat in that company, he can do what he wants, and he's a fan, and he hires people who are fans. And Warner Brothers does not seem to have really done that in the past. They more so go based off of what has this person's work been like, rather than do they know about these characters,
right?
You know, like Christopher Nolan's fantastic, but he probably didn't know much about Batman. I don't know that for sure, but I'm guessing he probably didn't.
Well, and Kevin Feige has actually said that he picks a lot of really interesting directors. He really thinks outside of the box when he casts directors for certain films, such as James Gunn and Taika Waititi. But his thing is, yes, for the most part, they were indie directors up until now-ish.
Yeah.
But what he likes about them is that they know how to tell a story, and that's obvious. Mm-hmm. He is a firm believer that the budgets that you've had in the past really in no way correlates to your worth as a creative mind. Mm-hmm. And obviously that shows, because Taika Waititi and James Gunn are two of the best things that have happened to Marvel, in my opinion.
Yep.
So
hopefully. Any last minute things before we sign off and film a video for you guys? This channel is actually the best. Thank you. Although we only have 2 videos on it, I appreciate it nonetheless. Hey, they love your hoodie. They have one just like it. I do like his hoodie a lot as well. I don't want to just always look like Jacob. I feel like it's so funny because people have made these comments too, just in general, of like, Catherine has really helped me like get better at like the fashion side of things and like the clothes I wear. And it mimics a lot of what you wear, because obviously like Catherine is your wife. So like, that's kind of like, so it's just like, people always say that we look, I mean, that's kind of why. Yeah. Like, I'm so bad at picking out crap like that. And like, we've done videos where Catherine has done that for me. So it makes total sense. And so I'm like, oh, I like that sweater. I should get one too. But I'm like, no, I don't. We both sit here look the exact same, wearing the exact same
shirt.
There's
nothing wrong with that. We just have to coordinate. That's the only thing.
True.
We can't wear them at the same time.
Or maybe we do wear them at the same time. And people think that they're just watching the same person.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do I think that we'll play Jackbox today with Bailey and Chanel? Probably not.
Oh, I haven't played Jackbox in a while.
I haven't either. I'm not a huge fan of Jackbox, if I'm being honest. I like goal games, if that makes sense. Like, I like competition games and stuff like that. And Jackbox, to me, like, I know this is going to sound very like, pat, like whatever.
Yeah.
But like, Jackbox is all based on whatever the person like picking thinks is funny in the moment. Mm-hmm. And so I want more so like my goal is to win this thing, or my goal is to like, be the last one standing in Among Us, or like, try to pick out certain things and like code names or like whatever. And so like Jackbox to me is fun, but it's not something I would want to stream, I don't think, and like for gaming. I will play Jackbox all day long with my friends, but if it's like, oh, I'm going to go stream a video game, I wouldn't choose Jackbox. And they can absolutely, but I'm more so like, that's a game with my friends, not just on Twitch. Personally, we look like brothers. Apparently, we are brothers.
Basically, yeah. We've been friends for so long. How long have we been friends?
17 years, 17 Jacob.
Years? That's what I thought.
17,
give or take, like 13.
We met each other in our dreams at 10 years old.
In our dreams, and then like after that, it was just a magnet over time.
Yeah, and we eventually just grew together. The moment that I met you for the first time at a high five party, I was like, "That's the guy! I remember him." And then
we can't touch each other because we might merge if that happens.
The entire world implodes.
Yeah.
We're just the same person from different time streams.
Yeah.
So we just go on my laptop. Jesus Christ. Oh gosh.
I'm really here supporting and not knowing anything about this content. And that's the thing about our channel. We want to be good for people, who know a lot about comics and superhero movies, but also for people who don't.
And we just want to be good for people.
Right. Well, you want.
Well, I want to be good people.
We'll talk about this.
I want to be multiple people that are good as of one person. I don't want to be a good person. I want to be good people.
And that's what would happen if we
exactly
touched, which is why we can't.
Yeah, maybe we make a Discord or something to discuss like comics and stuff like that with the community. Might look into that. Maybe. Also about the like, supporting with out knowing the content, like the video that we filmed last week and the video we filmed today, you don't even need to know really the like broad MCU or things like that. Like it's legitimately like they're fun concepts to think about in pop culture that most people will just know.
Yes.
Like if we just said a name, like you're going to be like, oh, I know that character.
Yeah.
Right. But you don't have to know their history to like really appreciate and find the video comedic and funny, which is, I think, why it's going to do well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts now on new Cap? I heard you guys saying that he was great, but I just feel like it's just not the same. Obviously, it'll never be.
I don't think it's meant to be the same. I think that's intentional.
Yeah.
I also don't think, right now he's Cap, but he's not always going to be Cap.
Yeah.
If they follow the comics, if they do what we think they're going to do, he's going to become U.S. agent.
And even if, let's say, he becomes U.S. agent and Sam Wilson becomes Captain America, I wouldn't he's Captain America, but like, when I hear Captain America, I think Steve Rogers, I think Chris Evans, and I wouldn't mind them being like, okay, Sam, you are the new Captain America, but we're still going to call you Sam, and we're still going to like call you like whether it's Falcon or Captain America or whatever,
or Captain Falcon.
Yeah. I think it'd be interesting if he became Captain America. I wonder if they're going to make a new Falcon, because in the comics, that's what that Torres character is.
Yep.
And that Torres character is the guy who, because the power broker gave him the power to become the new Falcon. I'm just saying. A lot of different options. You should do outdoor videos for your other channel.
We've actually, for your other channel. Never mind.
But for what were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say we've actually been talking about taking Comic Stand out onto the street.
Oh, yeah. I would love that. Like, we've talked about videos of like going and asking people's opinions on the street. I also love hosting like podcasts at comic book stores.
Yeah.
That'd be so dope.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future. That'd be awesome. Obviously, outside of COVID and everything.
In the future, I would love to do like red carpet events. Imagine like Avengers 6. Hey, it's me, Jacob, and Pat here reporting on scene.
Yep. I like I said me, Jacob, and Pat.
Yep.
Like, who's the me?
You said you want to be multiple people.
Oh, you're right.
So that's
me, Jacob, and Pat.
Yeah.
Wow. You just cracked open my multi-personalities.
Boom.
For legal reasons, we may have to stick with Falcon Captain.
Falcon Captain. Hey, there's 2 Captain Marvels. One in DC and one in Marvel.
Well, the DC one, they had to change the name because of Marvel, I believe.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was.
Yeah, get it right, Giles. Walker refers to himself as Captain America too much already. Yeah, Cap largely addressed himself as Steve. Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it Eli L? Whatever it is. That is a great point. That, I don't think Steve ever was like, hi, I'm Captain America, except outside of those movies they made him do for Spider-Man, where you're like, hi, I'm Captain America, and today we're going to do 10 push-ups. Like, outside of that, he was never like, I am Captain America. He was more so just like,
Steve.
I am like, I'm just trying to be a good person.
Right.
And people called him Cap, but they called him Cap as more so a sign of respect that you're our leader, not that you're this giant American symbol. Because honestly, he hated that. Like, if you think back to the first movie, he hated this whole idea of like, he was originally created to be propaganda. And so like, he was the original purpose of Captain America was propaganda. And so like the fact that he broke loose from that, he probably wouldn't want to be called
Captain America
all the time, because it probably to him it felt still like Captain or like propaganda, you know. And people called him that, but he probably wouldn't call himself that.
They called him Cap. For sure.
Yeah. But like that moment when John Walker landed on the bus and he was like, "Sam, Captain America," I was like, I want to punch you so bad, my God. I want to punch you so bad.
Random fun fact that I learned about John Walker. What else is named John Walker?
Texas Ranger. Right?
Well, I was going to say whiskey, right? Johnny Walker.
Oh.
But what's hilarious is in the comics at some point he ends up getting some surgery done on his face so he looks like a completely different person, and they change his name. Do you know what they changed it to?
What?
Jack Daniels.
Do they really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I just learned that like yesterday.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What the heck?
So they got a thing for whiskey.
Fun fact, Monica was the first female Captain Marvel in the comics.
I actually also recently learned that.
See, that's what I'm saying about comics and like the history of comics and doing it differently, because the original Captain Marvel, was a guy. And the DC Captain Marvel became Shazam. That's what it was.
Yeah. And somebody said Billy on the Street comic stand edition. That's kind
Shut
of
up,
what we're thinking.
Name a superhero.
Yeah.
Name a superhero. It's like, this is so hard. Have y'all seen that name a woman?
Yeah.
Clip?
Name a woman.
Name a woman.
Saying it to two women.
Yeah. They can't name a woman. It's so funny. I love Billy on the Street.
Yeah.
That would be dope, actually, legitimately. Jacob's never been to New York, and I would love for us to go to New York just to do that video.
Gosh.
Once COVID's over. Newport Beach is calling me. I don't know why. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't like being a dancing monkey for America. Exactly. Oh, interesting comment. Well, being a non-American, I really think Captain America is an example of American narcissism.
I think Steve Rogers himself was like the antithesis of that, though, because his thing was very much so like, oh, I'm not going to blindly follow whatever these people tell me to do. I'm going to do what I believe is right intuitively.
Exactly. But John Walker's version of Captain America definitely feels that. We're like, he was a quarterback in high school, and he was the popular kid, and he tested well, and he has a specimen of a body, and now I'm the symbol. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Absolutely. Look, I think Steve Rogers outside of that, but Captain America as like this version. Yeah.
Yeah. And keep in mind that the government chose this Captain America just like they did with Steve Rogers, and they chose him for a reason. And in my opinion, it's because they think that they can manipulate him a little more easily than they could, say, Sam or Bucky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's the big part of it. And like they still, I find it like a kind of like a little funny thing that they just continue to say the president. I still kind of partially think that maybe, General Ross became president, and that Bucky and, Sam and all these people got pardons. But like, but yeah, there's like, you can give them a pardon. That's all fine and dandy. But like, you can't, like, exactly what you just said. That's the whole point of the Thunderbolts in the comics, is that like they tried and failed to control superheroes.
Right.
You know?
Could you imagine, because Ross becomes Red Hulk, right? Could you imagine if he was both Red Hulk and president, how awesome that would be?
That would be
He's like in the middle of a presidential conference and then he just hulks out.
That would be nuts. That would be crazy. I wonder if they're going to unnerf Hulk.
What do you mean?
Right now, Hulk is like only one-armed.
Oh, and he's Smart Hulk.
I wonder if they're going to unnerf him, because the whole point of a Hulk is he gets stronger the angrier he gets.
Right.
And if Bruce Banner can control his anger as Smart Hulk, then he's not going to continue to like buff out.
Right.
And so I wonder if they're going to figure out a way to balance the two, because he can't just go back to being just dumb Hulk. He's already made that past that point. So I wonder if like in She-Hulk or something, if he comes back for that, like I believe he is. I think he signed on to play in a few episodes. And if Abomination is coming back, I'd love to see She-Hulk and Hulk versus Abomination. That'd be dope. But if that's the case, like I feel like they're gonna have to give him his arm back. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to like continue to figure out a way to Hulk him out without doing that. I don't know.
Well, and that might be what they're gonna do with Red Hulk, is they might right the wrongs that they made with Green Hulk. Difference is Red Hulk is even more so of a loose cannon, right?
Yeah,
because he's more so an anti-hero. Although you could argue that regular Hulk was as well.
I'm shaking. If I shake something, everything shakes. Oh yeah, well everything's on this table, so like the monitor and everything. Earthquake!
Somebody said I did not expect Battlestar to make an appearance.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I knew. See, when we first did the video of like top 5 things we want to see.
Yeah,
I did a lot of research on like just like the Falcon and Winter Soldier, and we knew it was going to be John Walker, so that side of it. And so I knew character names. And when I saw his last name, I was like, that looks familiar. I know he's tied with U.S. Agent, and I was like, the main person with U.S. Agent was Battlestar in like the comics. I was not. That's one of those moments that like, oh yeah, they could have just left him in as like, oh, that's his last name, but not said a thing about Battlestar.
Right.
But the fact that he called himself Battlestar is crazy.
Yep.
I did not expect that. There's been more name drops in this than in WandaVision. If you're excited for the broader MCU, they've talked about, obviously, Super Soldier Serum is back. You got Battlestar now, U.S. Agent. They talked about the Power Broker, which is insane. Like they've added a lot of little bits to this, more so than WandaVision has. Outside of Agatha Harkness, they didn't really drop anything in WandaVision, besides White Vision as well. But yeah. So they've already name dropped a lot of people, which is wild.
Yeah. I think the show's going to have more implications for the MCU than people realize. I think everybody's thinking like, oh, WandaVision has all the implications, but I think that this is going to be pretty huge. I mean, we could see, I mean, we thought this for WandaVision also, but we could see the introduction of mutants in this. It kind of seems like they're heading in that direction.
Well, and Madripoor, which is where they're confirmed to go,
Yes.
is a big part of Wolverine's story.
Right.
I'm not expecting us to see Wolverine, but I wouldn't be shocked if we see his name like etched out on a wall. Like they're in the bathroom talking, and you just see Wolverine was here.
Yeah, or
Logan was here.
Yeah.
He doesn't call himself Wolverine, but like see Logan was here. Wouldn't be shocked at all.
Right.
If they start dropping that. I did hear an interesting theory, if you will humor me for a second, about the mutants.
All right.
Obviously, we've thought like, well, what if it's a reverse House of M moment with Wanda bringing the mutants in? What if it's Doctor Strange collapsing the multiverse and bringing the mutants in? I saw a theory that I really enjoyed, and I think would be an easy way for them to do it, but also kind of like it won't be it won't be crazy, but it will be like, that's weird. Is that there's always been mutants in the MCU, but Iron Man coming out and telling the world in 2008 that he is Iron Man gave them the courage to actually start using their powers, and that they've been more so underground this entire time.
Right.
Because like you have to remember, these are movies that we've been watching. That's just one camera perspective. Like it was really cool to see in Endgame that you saw Sorcerer Supreme like messing aliens up in the original Avengers. Like you didn't see that in the original movie. So like there's so many things that could have happened in these movies that you never saw because the camera wasn't on it. It doesn't mean that Deadpool and Wolverine were fighting the aliens in Avengers. We just didn't have the camera on them.
Yeah.
You know?
And,
I thought that was an interesting theory.
It's also totally possible that Professor Xavier is just hiding the X-Men by, manipulating everybody else mentally.
Yeah. Abso-freaking-lutely. There's like, rumors that like, the Eternals movie coming up might dive deep into like possibly the start of the mutants or something like that and kind of explain it that way so they can like back in the explanation, which I think could be interesting as well. So we're going to get some kind of mutants by the end of the year, whether it's in this, whether it's in,
Black Widow.
We're going to get something. We have to.
Spider-Man coming out. That's this Christmas, right?
Yes.
Right.
We're going to get something, a little tease. It has to be that and Fantastic Four. We'll get some kind of tease. But yeah, any last minute things before we head up out? Because it is almost 4 and we got to film a video.
Pat, least favorite MCU movie, go.
Thor: The Dark World.
Same.
And that's not even a question.
Same.
I think The Incredible Hulk is underrated in the vein of, I don't like the main character, like actor. I don't like Edward Norton as much as I like Mark Ruffalo. If you pluck and switch the main characters, I think that's a decent movie.
Yeah, they could do a deep fake with Mark Ruffalo.
Right? Could you imagine? And just re-release it with Mark Ruffalo? Oh my God, that'd be hilarious.
Oh man.
But yeah, The Incredible Hulk gets a lot of crap, but I don't think it's that bad. I think Thor 2, the first Thor, and Iron Man 2 are all, I think, a little bit worse than Incredible Hulk when it comes to just broad storytelling.
Yeah.
And I think The Dark World is not even close to the worst. Like there's nothing close to it being the worst. Well, it's like Thor: The Dark World, and then like
the first Thor,
Thor, and like Iron Man 2, and then Incredible Hulk, and then the rest. Like it's like there's a big gap between everything in Thor: The Dark World, in my opinion.
I would 100% agree with that list.
Yeah. I wonder if we're going to say that now and people are going to clip it and then we're going to release our MCU tier list and it's going to be not that and we're going to forget what it was and then people are going to lose their mind.
I'm pretty sure that that's right in line with what we were saying.
Planet Hulk, free with ads. Do we watch it now?
Right now, here we go.
Forgot Thor: Dark World exists. Exactly. If it wasn't for the Reality Stone, the Nether being in, or the Aether, not the Nether, the Aether being in Thor: The Dark World, that movie could literally be plucked out of the MCU and have no issues.
Right.
Right. They just had to introduce that. That's the one gripe I have about the MCU movies so far is that they've combined a lot of the most powerful weapons in the comics together to make to make the Infinity Stones. Like the Tesseract in the comics was like the cosmic cube or whatever it was called, and the Space Stone was a different thing.
Oh,
it wasn't the same.
Gotcha.
And so same with the Aether and the Reality Stone wasn't the same. Like they're combining a lot of it, but whatever. You were looking at the cast for the new Spider-Man movie, and apparently Benedict Cumberbatch is said to be in it. See, here's the thing, though. It is rumored that he will be, and I expect him to be. But if you saw that on Google, how Google search engines work. If you just type in Spider-Man cast, they will bring up people that are highly searched and suggested through that search. So it doesn't mean that he's cast in the movie. It just means that the people looking up Spider-Man cast also are looking up Doctor Strange, and that's why they put him there.
Right. The algorithm is typically doing a good job.
Yeah.
It's just we're literally tricking it into thinking that he's in it.
And he 100%, I expect him to be in it.
Yeah.
But like there's been no solid confirmation of that.
Well, it's heavily rumored that he's basically going to be his new mentor.
Yeah.
Now that Tony Stark is gone.
Yeah. Pat playing too much Minecraft and Nether. Yeah. I said Nether on accident. How they're going to show Fantastic Four in this universe without being an origin movie. All right. Last question. We're going to do that as the last question. How do you think the Fantastic Four will enter the MCU? Will it be an actual new origin film in this time frame? Will it be a flashback or what?
I mean, I think that they're going to be introduced in the next Ant-Man movie. I think that maybe they've been in the quantum realm this entire time. Obviously, the movie is going to be called Quantum Mania, so that's going to have a huge part to play. And Marvel is all about changing the backstories for characters. So, is that how they were introduced in the comics? No, but could the MCU do that with them? Absolutely. And will they do a good job with it? Yeah. Yeah, I think they'll do it justice.
Yeah, I think you have two different options here. The option I don't like as much, so this isn't my favorite option, that I think they could do if they wanted to, would be that the Fantastic Four was a part of SWORD. They were on a space station and just do the origin of Fantastic Four, which means, either there was a solar flare that went through them and caused their bodies to change, or when the snap happened, when they come back. I like this part of it. The snap happens, the blip happens, whatever. When they get snapped back, maybe they get snapped back into a station that isn't guarded or something, and that's when the nebula or whatever happens that gives them the powers, because they didn't know that they were going to be there, because it was 5 years later. Or theoretically, if you go real physics, the space station wouldn't even be in that spot anymore.
That's what bothers me about the freaking We've talked about this before.
Yeah. Which, the thought is like that the stones are so like intelligent that they would put people back in a safe way, but if they just went right back to the spot, everyone would be dead.
Yeah, like if you disappeared in an airplane and then you reappeared in that same spot, the airplane wouldn't be there.
Even if we disappeared here and we came back 2 seconds later, we would be in space.
Yes. Or if the Earth happened to be in the same place, it would have rotated a little bit.
Yeah, so we'd be like over there. Or
pop up in a wall.
Yeah, exactly. Like Minecraft, and you just start like,
exactly.
So that's my first theory about like how they could do it easy. I don't like that as much. What I do like better is kind of what you suggested, which is imagine that the Fantastic Four were just two scientists, a scientist's best friend, and one of the scientists' little brother, like they normally are.
Right.
And imagine that they worked for like Hank Pym back in the day, or SHIELD back in the day, and they were just normal scientists, and they were going through an experiment with the quantum tunnel, which would have been Hank Pym, right? And part of the reason why maybe he doesn't like, or he took so long for him to do these things, is because not only did he lose his wife in that, but he also lost employees through experimenting with it, because like maybe they tried an experiment without him knowing, or it was something gone wrong and they got taken into the quantum realm and they couldn't go back. So they're going to come out in this time frame at the same age they were, but because they lived in the quantum realm so long, just like Janet did, they're going to have powers.
Yeah.
That's what I would lean more towards, that I think they're going to do, because Quantum Mania coming up.
Right.
Our little discussion about like, I mean, if you got blipped and came back literally a millisecond later, we'd be in space over there.
Yeah.
Like it'd be crazy. All right, guys. So yeah, follow us at _thecomicsstand_ on Instagram. You can follow Jacob at _Jacob D. Johnson _ on Instagram, and me at its _Pat Jones. Make sure to follow us on all social media so you will know when we upload, because we don't have a legitimate upload schedule. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon. That was a lot of words that came out in like a minute.
You did a great job.
Thanks.
Thank you guys so much for being here and for supporting us. Obviously right now we don't have the super chat going or anything, but just you being here and just you sharing this with your friends and you showing up yourself is supportive, and it means the world to us.
Yeah, like, what was it, Allie or Allison earlier that was like, oh, my friend suggested this. Yep. Like, that's awesome. That's what's really going to help us turn this into something great. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, you guys. We will let you know when we upload our next video, and you can expect another live stream next Friday for the third episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Almost already halfway through.
Right.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah. Now, I will say really quick, if we do it next Friday, there's a good chance that it's going to be in the morning, right? because next Friday we might be doing something else. So just be ready for that. And once again, follow us on Instagram so you know exactly what time we're going to be doing it.
Exactly. And with that, we're going to get up out. And
the comic stand is closed, everybody.
Hey, get the heck out of here! All right, guys. Follow us, and we'll let you guys know when we're back. See ya.